Peter Marino, Columbia College, speech class on the taser visual aids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hello, my name is Peter Marino. I'm with the Orange County Sheriff's Office in Orlando, Florida. I've been a law enforcement officer for 9 years. Prior to being with the Sheriff's Office, I was in the United States Air Force for 5.5 years active duty and 2 years as a reserve. During my time as a law enforcement officer, I worked the road. I worked road patrol where I'm required to wear a duty belt. On that duty belt, one of the biggest questions that I'm asked almost on a daily basis is, do you have 2 guns? The answer to that question is no. The other gun that is on my duty belt is known as a taser, which is this. And that's what we're going to talk about today. The taser is an electronic control device, and it helps protect us, law enforcement officers, from the evil of society. And we're going to go into a little bit about how the taser works, the components of the taser, and then at the end I'm going to show you a short video. The taser. First part of the taser components, the main part I think, is the trigger. The trigger is housed inside the black frame where a hole for your finger can fit, and that activates the taser. This allows you to fire the taser and activate it. Next to the taser is an ambidextrous safety. The safety, when activated, turned on, illuminates a light at the front, and also a laser will get into that. It also allows you to squeeze the trigger and activate the taser. When the safety is off or on, you cannot fire the taser. It's all for safety. The taser has a sighting system that helps the law enforcement officers, or whoever the user may be, to aim the weapon. In the front of the taser is a front sight. In the rear of the taser frame is a rear sight. Again, these help you with aiming. When you turn the taser on, the light is activated. These are LED lights, and inside of the LED light is a red laser. The red laser is used to, again, help with aiming and allows you to see where you're going to shoot your weapon. On the front of the taser is a cartridge. The cartridge, which I use at the Orange County Sheriff's Office, is a gray hooded cartridge. Inside of the cartridge are metal probes and wires. The wires are attached to the metal probes, and at the end they are pointed so that they enter what they tend to strike. Also inside of the taser are known as aphids. Aphids are anti-felon identification systems. They're like confetti. They're all serialized, and they're unique per taser. The uniqueness of the aphid allows for protection so that you know who uses each cartridge at each time the taser is activated. The digital components of the taser. On the rear of the taser, you have the central information display. This display on the rear of the taser shows how much battery life you have, as well as the pulses and the number of seconds that when you activate the taser. Also, it has your battery mechanism. The battery magazine at the bottom also has software that can be downloaded to keep up with the life of the battery. Underneath the battery is the USB data port. The USB data port allows for when the taser is activated to see each time that taser is activated and allows for memory to be stored. Taser operation. When you fire this taser, it lets off 50,000 volts. That's a lot of volts, but it's not enough to kill you. The thing that kills you in electricity is amps, not volts. Volts travel through the taser into the wires inside the cartridge and then releases from the probes into the target that you're firing upon. When a taser is used without the cartridge, which is now, and you put it into the target directly, it's called a direct stun. When you direct stun someone, it's for pain compliance and not for incapacitation. And when you talk about incapacitation inside of the taser is neuromuscular incapacitation. Neuromuscular incapacitation controls the sensory and motor nerves of your body and lets the target that's fired upon to become incapacitated. When you fire this cartridge, the cartridge travels this cartridge at 21 feet. They can go up to 35 feet or down low as 15 feet. When you fire from the cartridge, the first probe at the top is going to go in a straight direction. The bottom probe is going to go at 8 degrees down. The probe's fired at a rate of 160 feet per second. Digital pulse control. I'm going to go into a little bit about the digital pulse control now. Digital pulse control is the number of seconds that are into the taser when it's fired. When the taser is fired, it goes for 5 seconds. Each second is 19 pulses per second when fired. The pulses that come out are called shaped pulses. I'm going to show you a short little video from a friend of mine. His name is Paul Wilkerson, that said I was allowed to use it. The video is of a person being tased and the effects of the taser. This is Paul running after the suspect. He tases the suspect and then it leaves the suspect incapacitated. I'll leave you with this. Muhammad Ali said, "Float like a butterfly, stand like a bee." And this weapon helps law enforcement officers to protect not only themselves, but also helps to protect individuals in society. I couldn't tell you the number of times that it saved me from getting hurt. And I ask that you in society should know a little bit about the weapons that you look on when you look at law enforcement officers. I hope you enjoyed my presentation, and that is all for Peter Moreno.